What would you do if you saw a dog left... Well, you get a fan out. I've been fanning herself all morning. But on a more serious note, what would you do if you saw a dog that was left alone in a hot car? Would you call the police? If the dog was in distress, would you smash the window to get the dog out? What would you do with it?
I have to say, if it happened to me and I saw a dog in distress and it looked like, you know, it really was having a terrible time, almost dying, my first response would be to actually smash the window and get the dog out. But I do know you've got to be very, very careful because, of course, then you could be causing criminal damage, you could get in a lot of trouble with the owners. So they're actually saying, call the police first. My thought with this is, how long is it going to take the police to get there? How long is it going to take the RSPCA to get there? What do you do? And then you've got the confrontation with the owner once you've smashed the window in and take the dog out.
It. Yeah.
It's very complicated, isn't it? Well, I don't know. I mean, because my dog's a right old drama queen. I can leave him outside the shop for 2 minutes while I pop in, and a small crowd has gathered because he's like in high distress.
And having met him, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
he sits and goes, oh.
So in a car, it would be easy.
The husband or the dog?
No, definitely the dog.
Right, just checking.
The husband's much more trouble. But in a car, I could easily see that somebody would think he was in distress, whereas actually he's yarling because he's been left for 3 seconds. So they say you have to, if you smash a window, you have to do it on the basis that you believe the owner would give you permission. If they, you know, that's tricky, isn't it? Because if they come back and go, well, excuse me, I was people who are defensive, aren't they? Yeah. If I've only been gone 2 minutes and you've smashed my car window and you find yourself in court. Yeah. So I think I probably would be in... I would ring the police and say, can I smash the window? Yeah. Or will you be here within a minute or so?
But that's what they recommend, actually. Tell the police what you're thinking of doing and sort of talk it through with them.
But it also depends on how distressed the dog is. I mean, you wait a couple of minutes, if no one turns up, then I'm sorry, but I'd smash the window and face the consequences because you know if a dog is in distress. They're panting, they're dribbling, you know, all the signs. And also, in this hot weather, they shouldn't be left in cars. And if you are going to leave them in a car for 5 or 10 minutes, you make sure they're in the shade.
Yeah.
You know, leave the windows open.
If it was a baby, I'd 100% smash the window. I wouldn't even think about it.
Yeah. Well,
weird,
obviously, we mentioned this on social media before we came to air. 95% of the viewers who got in touch with us said they would smash the car window to release the dog.
I wonder if anyone's ever found themselves in court for doing that. It'd be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I've had it before. I took the dog with me to do the school run. I left the windows down and the car unlocked. By the time it took me to get my daughter and get back to the car, it was surrounded and by a very, very angry mum who had knocked on all the doors and got everybody around, and my dog was sitting in the back looking like, hello! And it was mortifying, absolutely there was nothing wrong with him, and I'd only been gone a few minutes.
And if she'd smashed the window...
Well, she'd be very silly because the door was unlocked and the windows were undone. But, yeah, I mean, I can understand that people get very upset about it, but...
if she'd waited the 10 minutes, though, you would have been back. I mean...
I did come back, and was... Well, I was thinking, what's all this drama? And then realised it was my car. But, yes, no, it's... yeah, what can you say? Don't do it. Don't do dogs in cars.